Hey, what's up guys? Isaac here again at Nippon Speed. Today we're going to be working on some of the minor stuff, not too big today. We're just going to do a little bit of trimming on the trans tunnel for the shifter. Let me show you so you can see what we're working with. Alright, so what we see here, we only have to do a minor cut right here, then a minor cut right here, just so this could finally fit in, and that's pretty much it. We'll cover the trans part. We're also going to be installing the master slave cylinder today, the new one. We're going to be putting most likely the line, and we're going to be buttoning up some stuff too. We're also going to be doing the power steering part as well. I'm going to trim this line right here, get this fitting out, connect the new steel braided line for the power steering. We're going to get a 90 since the engine is already installed. It was kind of hard to know if this setup right here was going to work or not. It doesn't. Let me show you why. It sticks out too much, and so the hood is going to be like from here that way. So if we were to put the hood on, it's going to push this hose way down, and we don't want to damage. We do not want to damage this hose whatsoever. So we're going to be putting a 90 degree fitting there, so it could go up and that way. We don't have the fitting today, but we're at least gonna take the tension out of this to have it ready for when the fitting gets here. The new fitting, we'll talk about that later, but the new fitting for here, it's already here. We're gonna try and fix this little problem right here. Whoever did that didn't calculate having that spacer there, and the clearance is too tight. So we're gonna try and see if we can work with that today. The fuel line setup, most likely we are gonna upgrade it. We're not gonna do anything with that today, but we are gonna most likely upgrade that very soon. Other than that, yesterday I put the intercooler in. Most likely I'm gonna put the radiator in today, since I don't have, it's not gonna be in my way or anything. So I'm gonna do that as well. We're gonna be tightening these two lines also. What else? Most likely also I got the, what's it called? The bracket with the hoses. It's this is for the coolant setup. The customer brought it to me yesterday. He already power coded it and all that. So we're gonna be installing this as well, so we could square away the cooling system, so we don't have leaks or anything like that. So yeah, we're just gonna clean up the bed a little bit more on the bottom and make it look a little bit more nicer. So this is the other piece we were missing. Other than that, we got the throttle body in already. He wire brushed it. He has a GK Tech eccentric wheel, and that's pretty much it. Excuse the mess on this little cart. It's been a long week, but we're getting there. Other than that, all I have to do is check clearances for the wastegate, the external wastegate, and the downpipe. Other than that, that's pretty much it. We're pretty much done with the install, the whole swap, all the upgrades and all we're doing, and we're pretty much done. just minor things here and there, little knickknacks here and there that we're trying to finish. But most likely he'll be done by, I would say, like a week, maybe less, hopefully less, because he wants his car. So I know how it is. When I had my car, I wanted to finish. You know, it's always time and money. Time and money are the crucial things when anybody's doing this type of work. So, but we're getting there. So stick around. Stay tuned for more content. We're putting more videos on the channel. We're gonna also be putting more products on our website at nipponspeed.com, and we're gonna also be putting we're gonna soon be doing shirts as well. I'm just working on that, and we're also gonna be adding more content to our Instagram page. It's the same as the shop's name, just Nippon Speed, all lowercase and together, nothing fancy, and that's pretty much it.
¿Pero es de alguien o es de tuyo?
No, es de un cliente. Es el que viene ahora en un ratico.
¿Quieres que aguanta la luz por lado?
No, está bien. Alright, so now we finally trimmed this little piece right here and a little notch right there. The main trimming was on this side. This side was just a little notch. So now we're putting the shifter adapter bracket. I believe it's gonna work with putting it on the third one for the transmission, and then the shifter being in the middle. So if we mark it up like this, hopefully it doesn't fall again.
Morning.
Hopefully it doesn't
O lo manga para aguantártelo.
fall.
No te incómodo ahí. Yo te lo digo cuando te haga falta.
So we'll have the shifter pretty much in the same distance as where it is on factory. So that's the plan, to put on the third one and then put the shifter in the middle. Alright guys, so the shifter bracket is already installed. The shifter is installed. All we gotta do is tighten the two bolts. I already mocked up the shifter boot. Most people don't use these, but if you're the type of person that wants to, you don't want dirt or anything to come into the chassis, inside the car, my bad, inside the car, then you put this. So we're done. So that's the serial 999-CD009 short shifter relocation kit for when you're doing an SR20 to CD009 swap. You're gonna use this shifter kit for it to work on a 240. Once again, you could get this type of product from our store at nipponspeed.com, and just keep tuned in to our channel at Nippon Speed on YouTube, and also our Instagram page, which is Nippon Speed. Hey guys, what's up? This is Isaac again on Nippon Speed. Good news, we finally were able to fix. One second, it's all blurry. There we go. Alright, we were able to fix the oil drain return line on the turbo. Remember I told you I was going to talk to you about that in the other video? Alright, here's the thing. Let me get the other, so you guys can see the difference. Alright, so this was what came with the kit. It was a female adapter fitting, and then you had to put this type of adapter or coupler. And the problem with that was you push this 90 way off, causing it to hit the head of the engine. So what I had to do was get a male fitting from Vibrant, reuse the 90 that I got, but the thing about that was it wouldn't have too much clearance, because now, yeah, it wouldn't hit this, but the line will hit the turbo and it'll be all crooked. So what I had to do was I fabricated a plate, a little spacer plate, drilled all three holes, put the gaskets in between, bolted it up with new hardware, put the 90-degree fitting, bolted tighten the line, and now I already test fitted it with the valve cover, and it's good to go. It doesn't hit at all, and it is perfect. So that was my mistake. I miscalculated the length of how much it was going to push the 90 out, but we got it squared away. So we are good to go. I already took this line out. Remember I said we had to put a 90 fitting? So instead of doing it like that, what I'm gonna do is something like that. So I gotta bend this down a little bit so we take off some of the slack and the tightness of this bend that's gonna be here. fix this already. I had to cut two bits of it off in order to fit it. So line is already in, has the new clamp on. I'm not sure the setup that we're going to be running and how long it's going to be, so I put a pretty long hose. So if you guys were to do this, always leave a longer hose and then you cut, because you never know until it's on. The radiator is going to go in now. Still waiting on the new valve cover that's going to come in. That one, it was kind of had rust in it in the baffles, so the customer didn't want that, so we're just waiting for him to bring the new one in, repower coated and all that. So once I install the radiator, I'm gonna do the new master slave in the back, and then I'm gonna raise the car up so we could finally do the coolant setup. It's nothing fancy, it's just, you know, putting this in, putting the two heater hoses and buttoning up the other hoses. So it's not a big deal or anything, just it's a matter of just getting to it. So that's what we're gonna do now. This new master slave. And that's pretty much it for today, at least. Oh, one more thing. We are also gonna finish out the power steering stuff, change this fitting to put the new fitting in. And I believe probably put some of the hoses. I'm gonna put the throttle body in. I'm gonna put the cable in as well, the throttle cable. I'm gonna put it in. Most likely put some harness, some connectors in. And that for sure is wrapping up the day. So it's not that cold yet. This is a typical North Carolina day. Cool in the morning, a little breezy in the afternoon. We have a lot of sunshine. Not that cloudy today, but we're getting there. We're almost getting into winter, so it hasn't been fall. Even though we are in fall, it's not fall yet. You know, the leaves are still green, so I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a short fall and a fast, not fast, long winter from the looks of it. But yeah, as far as getting back to car stuff, we are getting to the end on this build. And over there we got project S14, and we have this 350 waiting to get picked up. That's pretty much it, and I think you guys are gonna like the new project that we got flying up. I'm gonna give you a little hint. Maybe you guys figure it out or not, but it's not gonna be a 350. So I'm just gonna give you that hint. It's not a 350 and it's not a 240. So, oh, and it's also not a two-door. So I'm gonna leave that to you guys to figure out what is going to be the next project car. So it's gonna fulfill different needs and aspects of what I want. Most likely that's gonna be the full-time show car and also the daily. And most likely this was hiding all the way back there, being the track car. So I don't know, let's see. So stay tuned, keep watching videos for more content, and link right comment below to see what you guys think the next project is going to be, and it's going to be very soon. So yeah, comment below, tell me what you guys think, and we'll go from there. Alright, thanks, bye.